An incredible quick visual right there of your quote-unquote average day over here on the North Shore of Oahu. Absolutely beautiful. Then you come to a day like this, equally as beautiful, but quite more menacing. And up and down the beach right now, I mean, the waves are 6 to 8 feet everywhere you look. Some places a little more user-friendly than others.
Right.
But if there's any doubt, don't go out. Real sense of accomplishment when you can, catch a couple waves out here and look over and be like, oh yeah, I was surfing pipe today. Great. 26:45, back to business. Deivid Silva driving, trying to squeeze him. It does. An anaconda bite for Silva, unable to exit.
And some of those smaller waves, they squeeze through that sandbar section. It gets really high and tight. So not enough room there for Deivid Silva to come out.
I mean, we're here. It's all happening. It's firing. It's perfect. No one's arguing about the start at Pipeline for 2022 today.
So in El Salvador, Chris, maybe you're more familiar than I am, but I think it's at Punta Roca.
It's also referred to as Bitcoin Beach because you can use Bitcoin for anything you want down there. Hold up. Wow. There we go. That's exactly what we needed to wake this crowd up from a quick nap.
He takes to get out. Here we go. Nat Young so deep. I mean, that is behind it as you can get an A-frame back there. He is well behind the peak.
That was insane.
That's what you call backdooring a section right there. He is in the back door. Watch his board right here, really close to the foam ball and just scoots past it.
Nat Young strikes, and right behind him, Deivid Silva. Late drop, straight into the pit. Comes out after the spit, lays down in an inopportune spot. We'll keep our eyes on Deivid Silva. That's the question. Will the judges deem that a make? That's Kolohe now, a 3-wave set. Kind of in the frothy portion of that wave. Whatever the scores come through, I'd love to see back-to-back waves ridden to pipe.
Oh, and got clipped right in the head. So very unfortunate there because it would have been an excellent score for Deivid. And instead, he's going to get about a 1.5.
This was Kolohe's wave. Look at that little part of the lip turned into a big part of the lip.
Yeah, Leonardo did a good technique.
Back to the action. Deivid Silva now. That's a controlled exit for Deivid Silva as we see scores coming through. Let's hear it for Santa Cruz's own Nat Young, dropping the highest single wave score, one of the highest single wave scores of the day. That's the funny thing, right? You get the wave of your life, and you're thinking, oh wait, I need a 4 at least to stay in this heat, because Leonardo Fioravanti is that good. He'll make you pay if you give him an inch, and right there comes out well-timed with the spit. Leonardo Fioravanti, we haven't had a lot of time to talk about him because he's been pretty quiet in this heat. Born in Rome, taught to surf by his brother Marco. Straight back into it, you're watching the Billabong Pro Pipeline. As it stands now in Heat 12, Nat Young is in the lead. Leonardo Fioravanti in second, Deivid Silva third. Chris Cote here with Ross Williams. No rest for the wicked. Deivid Silva back at it. Dragging that back arm. Quick tube, dry exit. Nicely done. Won't be a 10, but it will be a beautiful memory for Deivid Silva.
If you get a 9.4, you still got to back it up. So a little more work there for Nat Young and just a smooth little pocket ride. I would have loved to have seen him do a layback gouge right there, but he got a little excited and kicked out for Deivid Silva.
Big old chop hop.
And shout out to legendary Tom Carroll. He was the OG guy that would add maneuvers at the end of the barrel.
Well, not many people in the history of surf, no one in the history of surfing have that you can go up to anyone, any surf fan, and say, the snap. They'll say, Tom Carroll.
So he's a sneaky favorite for sure. He knows that Nat is onto another one here. You see,
hanging on by his toes. Nat Young, can he get the exit? Gets eaten. What happened?
I think that wave had just a kink in it, and he got swallowed up. That pushed him right into the root.
6:12 to go. Nat Young does back it up. It's a smaller score, a 2.6. As you see right there, he was looking for something else, and so right there, that is not an enviable position because he did get smoked by that wave, but the good news is he got out in front of the oncoming lip. 2 minutes and 44 seconds to go. It's kind of like in a football game. That's actually a lot of time for these surfers. It's Deivid Silva answering us. I liked that tube. That was cool.
Pretty good, but needs a 4.28. And with the scale the way it's set today, Chris, probably not going to get it. But, you know, a little bit of a bullet dodge there for Leonardo.
Nat Young did it at the jump. I think just a few minutes into this heat, got that 9.4, hasn't looked back. Late drop there, gains composure. Came quick too, but had to work for it.
Yeah.
Even this, I love watching even just the, you know, I say it in quotes, small barrels.
Yeah.
Because if that happened at your local beach break,
Oh, yeah.
that would have been the tube of the. And he's going to use it. It's going to be a late drop, grabs the rail, digs in, trying to stall with everything he's got. High and tight, takes a roller coaster ride down the foam ball. That was a dramatic way to finish this heat. Trying to hold off Deivid Silva for that second place and advancing spot. What do you think?
Yeah, he's good. He's good, right? And the main thing is he needed to dodge a bullet from Deivid, and he did that. It's not going to be a huge score, but he's clean lit.
It was a 3.5, so this wave right here, just a defensive second place victory lap.
Yeah, he really tried hard to drag his body as long as he could to get back in the barrel. It was just a little bit successful, but you know, he squeezed through the heat. That's going to be a squeezer. He knows that, you know, that wasn't the best way to get through a heat, but he got.
All right, that's going to be it for Heat 12. Nat Young moving on. Leonardo Fioravanti, Deivid Silva will go to the elimination round 2.